Happy Saturday! You've tuned into the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WVU, Cleveland. It's me, your favorite little DJ, DJ Lily Jade. Now listen up, Cleveland. I have a special treat today. My guest is a Brooklyn native, Grammy-nominated producer, hip-hop icon, and legendary DJ of all time. Please welcome to the Lily Jade Show, DJ Scratch.
Hey, what's up? How you
What's
doing?
up?
How you doing?
Thank you for coming on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
It really is an honor.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be on your show.
Thank you. So, while I was doing my research, I read you have been a turntablist for nearly 40 years.
Yes.
What inspired you to start DJing?
What inspired me were my older brothers. Back in the 70s, the kids were only doing two things. They was playing sports, and then they started doing this thing called DJing. So two of my older brothers were got into it. And as a younger sibling, we always do what our older brothers or what our older siblings do. So I just wanted to do what they were doing. But I was a kid, so at that time they wouldn't let me get on their turntables. So I would sneak and get on their turntables when they leave out of the house.
What happened when they caught you?
Oh, they slapped me upside my head.
Oh God! Wow.
And then one day they came in. And every time they left, I still got back on the turntables. It didn't matter. I just liked what they were doing. So one day they came in and they just watched me. They didn't, because they actually watched me DJ because I was standing in a chair so I can reach the turntables, and they sit and watch me and was like, wow, he can really DJ. And then at that point, they just wanted to show everybody in the neighborhood, like, yo, my little brother can actually DJ better than some of the DJs that's our age. So that's what happened. That's how it started.
How old were you when you started?
I was about 6 years old.
Wow, younger than me.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you had the opportunity to go on tour with Run DMC and from there become the official DJ for EPMD. Can you tell us a story on how you got connected with both of those groups?
Well, I got connected with Run DMC. I went to a club. I used to always try to get put on, and every time I would go to a club, I'll go to a club with my friends. So instead of us just partying, I would always go with my records and my turntable needles and headphones and ask the DJ, can I get on the turntables? And they said no every time. So after like maybe 100 no's, finally somebody said yes. And when they said yes, it was at the right moment. All the right people were in that actual club that night. And once I got on and did my thing, the crowd went crazy. And as I was walking off the stage, Russell Simmons and his partner, Leo Cohen, approached me and said, hey, you want to go on tour with Run DMC? And I didn't believe them, but they gave me the business card. They said, come see me tomorrow. And they basically honored everything they said. They asked me, did I want to go on tour with Run DMC? And they actually, 9 months later, I was on tour with Run DMC. And being on tour with Run DMC all over Europe and Australia, New Zealand, and Japan.
You were there?
Yeah, that was my first tour.
Wow.
So, by me being on tour with Run DMC, me and Run DMC's DJ, Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, we became friends. And when we got off of the tour, Jam Master Jay took me to an EPMD show. And their DJ wasn't there anymore. And he hooked me up with EPMD, and the rest was history.
You gotta stay ready, so you gotta get ready.
Absolutely.
Gotta stay ready. Man. And if you're just now joining our show today, I'm DJ Lily Jade, and I'm here with DJ Scratch.
That's right.
Yep. Can we talk about your transition and not put yourself in a box? You are a songwriter, producer, media mogul, and so much more. And so if we come over to the producer side, You've produced records for notable artists like 50 Cent, LL Cool J, and Busta Rhymes, where you started your producing with Flip Mode Squad. So, can you tell us, how did you get into producing and songwriting?
Well, I got into producing before I knew what the term producer was. The first record I produced was in 1983. And back then, the DJ was always responsible for the music, whatever the music is. So if you were the DJ, you had to have the turntables, you had to have the mixer, the speakers. Um, and if we wound up going to the studio to make a demo, the DJ was responsible for making the beat because that was the DJ's job. But I didn't know what the term producer was. So I was a producer by default, because I was the DJ. So that was the first time I became a producer, and it was just by default. So it wasn't a real like a transition like most DJs that turn into producers. It wasn't that type of typical transition. I was just a producer by default because I was the DJ. So I was assigned that job as making the beats.
Okay, back up a little bit. What's a demo?
A demo is basically um, a song that you would make before you get a record deal. So when people get record deals, well, back then, when people get a record deal, they would make songs. So they were called demos, basically demonstrations. And you would submit those songs to the record label to try to get a record deal. And if they like your demo, they like your demonstration, then they give you a record deal.
Oh, I get it now. Thank you. I get it now. So, your song Give Me Some Mo was nominated for a Grammy Award in 2000. That was 23 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
23.
you remember how you found out you were nominated?
Yeah, the the president of Buster's label, her name is Sylvia Roan. She called my house that day and said, "Congratulations." I said, "For what?" She said, "Give me some more. Just got nominated for a Grammy. And also, we're going to pay for your Grammy membership for 2 years. And we're gonna fly you to Los Angeles to go to the Grammys. All on us, on our
That's
ticket."
amazing.
Yeah, that's how I found out.
That really is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I read you launched a company called Scratch Vision. Can you tell me what it's about?
Scratch Vision is a social network slash TV station slash radio station slash live streaming network all into one. So all of the things that's going on now, like Facebook Live and Instagram Live, all of these things, I built this back in 2009. Well, built it in 2008, launched it in 2009. And I just wanted to, at that time, I started noticing that all of the video music channels stopped playing music videos like MTV and BET, VH1. They stopped playing music
Wait,
and took all of the
wait,
music.
please play music?
Yes, VH1, MTV, and BET. They used to play music videos. MTV stands for music television, but they stopped playing music. They
Oh, I
started
did
putting on,
not know that.
yeah, and they started playing reality shows. So all you would know at your age is MTV is just being a station full of reality shows, right? But before that, MTV was a thriving music television channel. So when I started noticing all of these things changing, radio started changing. They stopped playing new music from the streets and letting the DJs bring new music onto the radio. So when I noticed all of those things started to change, I said I wanted to build a website and build my own social network and just try to just do my small part onto keeping things the way they were. Play music videos because artists didn't have places to play their music videos anymore because they took them all off of MTV and Beast and VH1 and BET. and DJs having a place for DJs to come and just DJ in front of the whole world on the internet. That wasn't being done at that time. So I wanted just to give DJs from all over the world and a place where they can DJ live online and interact with people all over the world through the computer. So that's what Scratch Vision is.
We literally just downloaded that not too long ago. We literally just did that. And if you're just now joining the show today, I'm DJ Lily Jade, and my guest today here is producer, famous DJ, and so much more, DJ Scratch.
Yes, yes. The Lily
All
Jade
right.
show.
So, while you were talking about why you created Scratch Vision, you were talking about how there was some DJs that didn't get recognized enough.
Right.
So basically, that's the whole reason. That's half of the story on why I got started in DJing. So we sort of have the same similar story because my dad, one day my dad was just in the basement doing DJ mixes, and so one day I'm 5 at the time. So one day I go down to him and I'm like, "Hey, Dad, your music is very trash." And I did not regret it at that time, but now I do. I was like, "Oh yeah, you can do better," and so I'm like, "Yeah, I can do better." So he brought me down to the basement, and then it was like 10 to 15 minutes that he showed me how to use the equipment, and then I kicked him out, and I'm like, "I got this, I got this," and then we started doing DJ battles. But yeah,
Wow. That's great.
thank you.
That's amazing. So how
So
old, how old were you when you first started DJing?
like when I first touched the turntable,
Yeah.
I'm 5.
Wow, that's amazing.
Then we found a video. My dad found a video of when I was 2 when I was touching the turntable.
Wow.
That was a memory. So I heard you toured with Jay Z, Beyonce, Nas, and Wu Tang, and among others.
Yes.
What are some memorable places you visited on those tours?
Some of the memorable places, when you're usually on tour, you don't have time to see the actual cities that you're in. So like the first tour I did with Run DMC back in 1988, I went to basically all of the places that I read about in school and had tests on in school. We used to have a class called Social Studies and Global History, and you would have a test on. Um, you'll do a class on like the Roman Empire in Rome, and you have a class on the French Revolution, stuff like that. So I wound up going to those places and standing in the same places that I had tests on in school. So I would have to say the Run DMC tour because that was my first time going to different countries and stuff like that. So I went to the Roman Colosseum. I went to the Eiffel Tower. These are all things that I saw that I would never thought I would actually go to. So I would have to say the Run DMC tour, going to like all of the places I read about in school, the Roman Colosseum, the Vatican, uh, London, seeing Big Ben, seeing seeing
Where
Buckingham
basically.
Palace, seeing Buckingham Palace and all of that stuff. But my favorite place in the world to go is Japan because I love gadgets and I love technology. And Japan, they have
Has
things
a
over
lot
there
of
that,
those. They have a lot of technology and gadgets there.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're way ahead of us. So you'll see something in
They,
Japan that we won't
everything is
get.
made in Japan.
Huh?
Yeah, everything is made in Japan.
Yeah, yeah,
They have all of this advanced technology there. I can't like
yeah. I saw I
they're way ahead
I
of
saw
us.
FaceTime. I saw FaceTime on cell phones back when they had flip phones that had FaceTime on them
Huh?
back in the days.
Flip
This is
phones
way
that
Yeah, this is way before
they're
the iPhone
way
was made.
ahead.
This is before the iPhone
And
was made. And the iPhone is I think is 20 years old now, the iPhone. And the iPhone didn't get FaceTime until maybe 10 years ago, maybe about 10 years ago. They had FaceTime on their flip phones 25 years ago.
I can't believe. Wow.
Yeah, so the
Oh,
first time
way
I saw them,
ahead.
when I saw the phones over there, I came home and I told my friends and everybody, and nobody believed me. I said, "Yo, they have cell phones over there that you can see the person that you're talking to on the phone, like the Jetsons cartoon." And nobody believed me. It was like, "Are you serious? You can see the person you're talking to on the phone?" I'm like, "I swear, I was talking to somebody on the phone, and you can see them on the phone, and you can talk
Wow.
to them." Nobody believed me until we got FaceTime years later.
Okay. So I know Halloween was just a couple days ago. And while I was doing my research, I found this video. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
I can chop into your body. Just because you try to break the fight, fight the 13, 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 yo, fight the 13, fight the 13, fight the 13. Come on. Fight the 13. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It's one of my most famous routines.
Where did you get a Jason mask from? I have a lot of questions about that.
Okay, what you want to know? What you want to know?
Too many questions about what happened. First of all, did you have it already ready for you under your DJ booth?
Yeah, I had it setting on the floor. Actually, I had it setting on the floor.
What preparation goes into it?
The first time I ever did it, I never practiced it, honestly.
Ah.
I never practiced the routine. I just said, I was in a house one day, and that song is Big Daddy Kane Ain't No Half Steppin'. That song came out in 1988, and Big Daddy Kane is a good friend of mine. And when the record came out, I said, I want to play my friend's record. Instead of just playing it, I want to do a DJ solo and cut up my friend's record, and cut up my friend's record, but do a routine where people are going to go crazy and they're going to be like, "Yo, what's that song?" So they can go buy it. You know what I'm saying? So the part when he says Friday the 13th, I'm going to play Jason. Jason is a super villain in a movie called Friday the 13th.
Friday
So
the
if you
13th.
follow, so people that at that time, most people seen Friday the 13th. So I just wanted to do something visual to match the audio.
Like some people that will understand at the same time too.
Right. So when you hear this, you hear the song saying Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th, and then I'm gonna play Jason, and then I come up with the Jason mask on because Jason Voorhees, the villain in the movie, he will always wear hockey masks. So when I did the routine the first time in front of a crowd, they went crazy. And from that moment, that routine became legendary from that very moment.
Oh, all right. If you're just now joining us, I'm DJ Lily Jade, and I'm here with DJ Scratch. And we'll be right back after this break, because we got to pay some bills. Hi, I'm Lily.
I'm Mayor Bibb. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Nice shoes. So what's new? So what do you love about Cleveland?
I love going roller skating with my friends every Tuesday at Zelma George.
Where do you go roller skating? Zelma George?
Yeah.
You know, I used to roller skate at Zelma George.
Really?
And I played basketball at Zelma George.
So you played basketball and you roller skated there?
Not at the same time. Clevelanders have a lot of hustle, a lot of grit, and we are the best sports fans in the world.
That's true. So we have a lot of sports fans
Yes,
here.
we do.
People get excited. We got the Cavs, the Browns, the Guardians.
Yes. Your friends are coming to visit you out of town. Where are you taking them, Lily?
Little Italy.
restaurants, art galleries, the whole thing. It's like a vibe for you, right? This is the era of the mid-sized city where Cleveland can really be a leading giant in the country in promoting our assets, promoting our culture, promoting our arts, promoting our food scene, promoting the greatness of our people, and that's a big priority for me as well. I used to come here every day after school.
Every day after school?
Yeah, and you know I was sworn in right here. I took my oath of office right here.
Wow. Welcome back to the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WOVU. And if you're just now joining me, I'm here with DJ Scratch.
Yes,
now,
yes.
I cannot have the best DJ in the world on my radio show without getting a tip, just one tip.
Okay, so you want a tip? Okay. Your best tip is to always read the crowd.
Read the crowd.
When you're DJing. That's the most important tip, because you have to know when you're DJing, look at the crowd in front of you, see if they're dancing, see if they're reacting to what you're playing. If they're not reacting to what you're playing, put something else on. And most importantly, wherever you're DJing at, get there at least 30 minutes before you go on, so you know what vibe it is in the room, because the DJ before you might be playing, let's say you might be playing R&B. And if you see the crowd reacting to R&B and dancing, that's what you go in that lane. You just follow that, you follow that lane, and then you take it to wherever you want to take it. But always read the room. That's the most important tip.
Hey, where you were DJing there, nobody wanted to compete with you. Like, they did not want to go after you, because your act. Oh my God,
Thank you.
I was stunned when I saw what you were doing. I was jaw dropped. Okay, my jaw was dropped. See, because I was standing on the corner of the stage, and I'm standing there. I'm looking back and forth, like, are you serious? And my jaw was on the ground. You know, how, like in the cartoons, how people's jaws would just drop to the ground. That's how I felt. Okay, that's how I felt.
Thank you.
Yes. So I believe that music reflects our life and journey. Which 3 songs would you choose to represent the story of your life, and why?
The 3 songs. I would have to say James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud.
Why that song?
And that's just self-explanatory. I'm proud to be a Black man in America. Even all the adversity that we face. I wouldn't, if I had a choice to be anybody else, I would choose to be me, be a Black man in America. I'm Black and I'm proud. Song number 2.
Wait. What I like to do when people list a song, we're going to go play it for them. So
Okay.
we'll be right back, folks, to play this song.
Let's do it.
Well, my name is DJ Johnny O.
I'm DJ Lily Jade.
I am the face of the franchise, Sugar Booger.
I am Big Suge, Double G.
I go by 3 feet.
I'm Trey Hoover, artist, doing it for the city, putting on for the city.
Is Cleveland a rock and roll city, or is it a hip hop city?
It's a hip hop.
I think that it's a beautiful mix of both things, because rock came from hard times, blue collar, hard work, putting yourself up by the bootstraps. But hip hop is the next generation of that mentality. So what rock used to be, hip hop became, and then took it to a whole different place.
Can I talk to you about old school music and new school music?
Oh, ask the question.
Man, I just want to say, that brings people together.
Yes.
Like, I would do a remix with 2 songs that's old school, new school, and it just sounds like it's one song.
Pop out the vocals on the old school, pop out the music on the new school, and boom.
That's
Blend
what
them
I
right
do.
together. You bad, man. You bad.
Hip hop put us on the map, and I feel like now we're getting more exposure.
Yeah.
Because now people are hearing us more.
Cleveland music to me sounds like everything at once. Like everybody makes everything. So I feel like sticking to a certain sound is not a Cleveland thing. We make what we feel, and that's the art.
Welcome back to the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WVU. And if you don't know who I'm talking to DJ Scratch. Now, what's the second song you choose?
The second song would have to be another James Brown song. James Brown is my favorite artist of all time.
Oh wow, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna keep that in my brain.
So it would be the Payback.
Why?
Payback, because I faced a lot of adversity coming up trying to get on throughout the years, and a lot of people doubted me. They said I would never make it. Just all of those things. And I basically beat all of the odds. So it was the Payback. So that song was just my drive to just not ever give up. And not to rub anything in anybody's faces if I ever make it, but just to let everybody know I said I was going to make it and I made it. So the Big Payback by James Brown.
Perseverance, work hard. We love that. Yeah. Well, we'll be right back because we're also going to play song number 2. Back to the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WLVU. And if you don't know who I am talking to, I have DJ Scratch with me. Now give us the third song of your 3.
The third song is basically a continuation to the completion of the Big Payback, which is a song that we made called So What You Saying. Because now we did it all. You said we couldn't do it. So what you saying?
How does that feel standing on stage making it after all those people doubted you, saying you couldn't do it?
And honestly, when I did make it, so-called make it, I didn't know when I actually did make it because once I got into the music industry, I had continuous success and it was constantly upward. And I still didn't feel like I made it. Like I had gold albums, platinum albums, started producing platinum records, and I still didn't feel like I made it. Like I know I got to a certain point where, I'm in the music industry. I'm so-called famous, if that's what you want to call it. But I still didn't feel like I made it. And the moment that it hit me that I finally made it is when all of the first family of hip hop, like all of the first pioneers of hip hop, Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, Jazzy J, all of those guys.
Naming some legends.
The first pioneers. So once they recognized me and knew my name and knew who I was and was a fan of my work, that's when I finally felt that I made it. and I didn't know that until that actually happened. So once I made it is when the ones before me acknowledged me and acknowledged my talent and gave me my respect. That's when I felt I made it. It wasn't the money, it wasn't the gold and platinum albums, all of the things that come with success. It was none of that. It was the acknowledgement of the ones before me. That's when I realized that I made it.
If you could sprinkle some wisdom upon kids like me, what guidance would you offer to help them chase after their wildest dreams?
Um, don't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop, and don't listen to the outside noise, meaning people that'll say you can't do that. And usually when somebody tells you that you can't do it, it's because they can't do it. And they try to put their fears and doubts on you and into you. So whatever you're doing, don't stop. Just keep going forward until you make it. And it doesn't happen overnight for everybody. The longer it takes, the better it is when you get there, because the more experience you have getting to where you're going, the better. So once you get it, you know how to keep it. When people have success overnight, they don't know how to keep it because they didn't go through anything. They didn't go through the process. They didn't crawl and walk. They just straight ran. So if you learn how to run and not learn how to walk, when you learn how to run, when you stop, you're gonna fall on your face. But if you learn how to crawl and then learn how to walk, you will continue to walk and run whenever you feel like it, and stop running whenever you feel like it, and just walk. So just don't stop.
Wow, those are some inspiring words. Man. And you said a word because weekly we do a word of the week.
Hmm.
We're going to use perseverance. Now, can you tell us what perseverance means?
Perseverance for me means you just don't stop. Like I said, you just keep striving and thriving. You just don't stop.
Like the Bad Boys song, Can't Stop, Won't
And
Stop.
stop won't stop.
All
That's right.
right. I would like to express my utmost gratitude and appreciation to the incredibly talented DJ Scratch for gracing us with your presence on the esteemed Lily Jade show. Today has been truly extraordinary an experience as we have the privilege of witnessing the remarkable skills of an expertise of this exceptional artist. From the moment DJ Scratch stepped foot into our studio, it was evident that we were in for a truly unforgettable episode. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation and excitement as we eagerly awaited the opportunity to go into the depths of his musical journey and gain insights of your creative process. Throughout the course of our conversation, you, DJ Scratch, have captured our attention with your grace and passion for your craft. Your ability to articulate the details of your turntable art left us in awe. As you shared stories and wisdom that shed light on the dedication and perseverance required to excel in the competitive world of DJing. Not only did you provide us with a glimpse into your professional life, but you also graciously opened up about your personal experiences and the profound impact that music has taken on your life. His heartfelt stories resonated deeply with our audience as they were able to connect with the universal language of music and the transformation power it holds. Furthermore, DJ Scratch's presence on the Lily Jade show served as a testament to the importance of embracing youth and celebrating the unique talents that individuals bring to the table. In conclusion, I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to you, DJ Scratch, for gracing us with your extraordinary presence on the Lily Jade show. Your remarkable talent and unwavering passion, and genuine humility has left a great mark on our hearts and minds, especially mine. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, DJ Scratch, for an unforgettable experience that I will never forget.
Thank you for having me. And I'm honored to be on this show. And you are incredible. You're an incredible interviewer. And I'm happy to be on your show before you make your first $1 million.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. We'll be right back after this break because you know we got to pay some bills. DJ Lily Jade on the